Today, we're going to talk about a show that doesn't knock on the door of your curiosity, it kicks it open. You might think it's just another teen drama. You'd be wrong. Teen Wolf doesn't waste time with small talk. In the first 5 minutes of the first episode, there's a missing body, something growling in the woods, and a boy with an inhaler who's about to find out his life is no longer his own. It starts fast, and it never lets up. Welcome to MTV series. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. Imagine sprinting through a forest at night, branches whipping past your face, your heart hammering like a war drum, and suddenly, you're not sure if you're running from something or becoming something. That's the kind of energy Teen Wolf hits you with. From the jump. But what makes this show worth your time? Why should you press play, keep watching, and maybe stay up till 3 a.m. because you need to see what happens next? Let's start with Scott McCall. He's not a chosen one. He's not a born leader. He's just a kid trying to keep his grades up and not completely humiliate himself on the lacrosse field. Until one night changes everything. He's bitten. Suddenly, he's stronger, faster, sharper. But also hunted, confused, and terrifyingly connected to a world he didn't even know existed. Isn't that what growing up feels like sometimes? Like you've been shoved into a version of yourself you don't recognize? And then there's Stiles Stilinski. If Scott is the heart, Stiles is the voice in your ear, the sarcastic, brilliant, anxious best friend who makes every scene better. He's the guy who'll make you laugh while the world is falling apart, and then suddenly break your heart with a single look. Ever had a friend like that? The one who masks fear with humor but would walk into fire for you anyway? As the series unfolds, the town of Beacon Hills becomes its own character, a seemingly normal place built on secrets and supernatural history. Each episode peels back a layer, hunters hiding in plain sight, ancient creatures waking from myth, teenagers carrying burdens meant for warriors. And through all of it, these characters don't just survive, they grow. They hurt. They love. They lose. You'll start caring about characters you didn't expect to. And when they're in danger, you'll feel it. The show isn't afraid to get dark. It deals with loss, trauma, identity, and sacrifice. But it never loses its pulse. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Stranger Things with a heavier emotional weight and way more claws. There's action, yes, but the real tension comes from relationships. Between friends, families, lovers, enemies turned allies, and monsters turned heroes. Take Lydia Martin, for example. At first glance, she's the typical queen bee. But soon you'll realize she's something else entirely. A genius, a banshee, a girl navigating power she never asked for. Or Derek Hale, the brooding, battle-scarred werewolf trying to protect others from the pain he's already lived through. Every character has a story. And the beauty is, Teen Wolf lets them tell it. So why watch it? Because it makes you feel something. Because it balances danger with heart, fantasy with real-life fears. Because the supernatural is never just for show, it's a metaphor for everything we go through as we grow up. Feeling like an outsider. Struggling with control. Facing down the monsters inside us, not just the ones in the woods. Ask yourself this. When was the last time a show made your pulse quicken just by the sound of its score? Or made you care enough about a group of teens fighting for each other that you felt like part of their pack? Teen Wolf does that. It's not perfect, but neither is life. And that's what makes it so addictive. It's about survival, transformation, and loyalty in a world where even your best friend could turn into a monster, literally. And through it all, you keep watching, because deep down, you want to know, what would you do if you were bitten? And more importantly, would you run? Or would you howl? Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Please like, share, and subscribe for more.